everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Blues, who come in at 2-12, going up against the Redskins, who come in at 9-5.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Chicago Blues. This first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They fake the give. Newton being chased out left and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the gun, here's Newton. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Room to run inside the 40. It's caught on the right side at Smith. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he's got some space here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Out of the gun, Newton. Flush to his right. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Thirteenth play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's third and goal. Newton. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Throwing on first down, Atkins. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go. No. Check. Now look at 56. Look at 56. Now let's go.
Again, here's Perine. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed. Leopard. All right, here we go.
Now a carry for Perine. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here's Perine. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Atkins looking to throw on second down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 32-yard line.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They'll run again with P-Ryan. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. Let's go.
Here's Atkins off the bootleg. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Chris Wormley in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. Atkins now throwing on third and long. A deep ball for Dotson. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Dotson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Newton now on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Dotson with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Redskins have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Atkins on 1st and 10. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Atkins to throw. Off the play fake. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doctson. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. To throw again. Atkins. Doctson with a grab over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now P-Ryan. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll send Green in motion left. They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go. 3-19. Back to Philly. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Atkins. And this is caught in the end zone. It's Dotson for the Redskins touchdown. Josh Doctson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Redskins are going to take the lead. Zerline now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, here's Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. A shotgun snap for Newton. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go now. Green. Leopard. Watch it now, Barney. Set.
Now Atkins throwing on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's studying and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. To throw on second down. Newton. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Looking to throw on second down. Newton escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And the win last week, punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a handoff to P-Ryan. And some room to maneuver. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. A big play there just before halftime. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Marty.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Atkins to throw again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the 1st half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half. Nice 1st half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Atkins now to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Throw. Atkins. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man. Complete. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, I work for big yardage.
And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Handoff as they run the counter play. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And on 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Newton. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They start on the ground with Pirine. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Leopard, gone! All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The offense on 3rd down tonight. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Looking to throw. Adkins. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Doxson. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Detroit! All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
I know you feel that.
6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Fresh set of downs here. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they're operating in the red zone. Atkins looking to throw on second down. And this is caught at the 8. Still fighting for more. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So now it's 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll go to Pirine trying to pound it in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And this Redskins offense is running away with this one. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Back now here on EA Sports. Second down, 8. Newton now to throw. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And down he'll go at the 25. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsauer? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep him here.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And again this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. seconds to throw. Operating from the gun. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
To throw on 2nd down. Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield, and if they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
On 3rd down, Newton. He's going to go deep for Conley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 42 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Here's Newton. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
No, Jack, Patriot.
It's Pirine to begin the drive. Shedding the tackle. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
The Redskins on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Atkins. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, are you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Pulled in at the 24. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. One last throw here for Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run.